All right. How to remove collections from your Equifax credit report. Remove collections without paying them. How to wipe them off your credit report with Equifax. I know some people are gonna say, "What about TransUnion? What about Experian?" I've heard that this method can work for all three. I'm just gonna say Equifax because it has to do with Equifax directly, and I've literally seen it work for Equifax. I have not seen it with my own two eyes work for all three bureaus, although I'm sure it could just based on why it's possible. And this method is working as recent as January 2025, really into February 2025. But it is, I mean, with credit, I don't want to say credit repair, just removing negative things from credit, any credit repair type shit. Nothing is 100% guaranteed for anybody, so try what you think will work for you. But this is true, this is real, this is a true method to remove collections from your credit report without paying. Let's say you owe somebody $5,000 on a credit card, $2,000 phone bill, they send it to collections. Now it's hurting your credit score. This is a method to get that shit off your credit report. Just stay focused, like and subscribe. Full disclaimer though, I'm gonna tell you what you have to do, like how to do this, and I'm telling you this for free. This is something people put in paid courses and mentorships and shit. I'm gonna tell you what you have to do. I'm not gonna do it for you. I'm not in this video is not gonna be me hand holding you and click, 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 step by step by step. I'm not doing that in this video because that would take way too long. If y'all want me to do that, maybe give me like 100 subscribers, maybe get this video 100 or 1,000 views or something. But I that would take way too much time, so I need to know that that's worth my time before I do it. So anyway, how to remove collections from your Equifax credit report for free, absolutely free for no charge. Oh, the other thing I didn't mention, this method can have things removed from your credit report in as fast as excuse me, in as fast as 4 days. So I know a lot of credit repair, they'll tell you use this software or go to this credit repair company and it may take 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. This can be done in 4 days. In my experience, this method and similar methods to it tend to take about 3 weeks. So, in my experience, I'd say it takes about around 21 days, around 3 weeks. 30 days or less is the typical wiggle room you want to give this, but there can be shit removed in 4 days. I've seen that happen. So anyway, what's the method? What do you got to do? Well, first of all, the first thing you got to do is go to equifaxdatabreachsettlement.com. And I'm gonna have all the websites pulled up for you. I'm not gonna go through everything you do on the websites, but this is the website equifaxdatabreachsettlement.com. Just so you have a visual of it. Basically, Equifax a few years ago had a massive data breach, and a lot of people's information got leaked. A lot of people, like millions and millions of people's personal information got leaked, right? It was like one of them PlayStation hacks. So you can go to that website. Now you can't claim anything. It's too late. The data breach was too long ago. It was like 5 years ago or something. I don't know. The deadline to be able to like put in a claim and get paid out in a class action lawsuit or whatever it was, that's long gone. It's too late. You can't do that. However, that website will tell you if your information was impacted in the data breach. So it'll run your information, like you'll put in your name, I think like the last four of your social, like you'll put in your information, and it'll tell you, hey, your information was impacted by this data breach. You're gonna take that and you're gonna screenshot it and save it because that is gonna be one of the ways you're gonna prove that you this shit needs to get off your credit report. What you're gonna do basically is you're gonna go to annualcreditreport.com as well. You also want to go there, and you're gonna have to go to identitytheft.gov later on. But you're gonna go to the next place you're gonna go to is annualcreditreport.com. You can get a copy of your credit report here for free, for free, for free. You're gonna need a copy of your credit report. Always get a copy of your credit report just so you know what's on it, know what's not on it. Not to mention, you can use this method to get rid of old addresses, old names that you don't want in your credit report. You can remove inquiries with it as well. So you're gonna go to annualcreditreport.com, and you're gonna do an affidavit. I believe it's called an affidavit of truth. Basically, just kind of stating, like, kind of like a document saying, hey, this is what happened. This is identity theft. My information was compromised due to the Equifax data breach. And some people might think, like, oh, I don't know if my identity was stolen. You went to the Equifax data breach website, and that website told you your information was stolen. Your information, like somebody has the ammo to steal your identity, is what that means. So don't think of it as like, oh, but I don't think anybody stole my identity. Somebody probably stole your identity, whether you know it or not. So it's not like a false identity theft claim if that's what you're thinking, because you literally are hitting them with the proof from Equifax that yeah, his information did get stolen. So it's very likely that someone stole his identity or her, whoever. Anyway, so you go to annualcreditreport.com. You can get your credit report there, but you can also get the affidavit there. I'm not gonna scroll through the website and do all that shit, but it is there. You're also going to go to identity. You're gonna well, actually, before you even go to identitytheft.gov, you want to pull up the consumer law that makes this shit possible. 15 USC 1681, blocking information resulting from identity theft. Again, so if anybody's hesitant, like, oh, I don't know if this is real, this is legal, you can have collections, money that you owe or whatever, and get that shit wiped off your credit report legally. This is very legal. It's only legal because of the law. This is, Cornell Law School. If you want to learn consumer law, you can, but all you need to know is you need to reference some of these laws, like this right here. It helps to reference that in your dispute, in your complaint as well. Anyway, then you want to go to identitytheft.gov and you fill out the FTC report, right? Go to identitytheft.gov and you go through all of this, get started, and then you want to report identity theft, and you go through that whole process. It's not super long, but it's going to take you like 5 minutes, maybe a little longer the first time you do it. Once you've done it a few times, you can kind of breeze through it. But you want to go through there and go through all of that. And the final part that you're going to do is once you do that, you're going to go to the CFPB. And I would advise doing this method sooner than later, because it sounds like Elon Musk or maybe somebody in the new presidential cabinet is trying to get rid of the CFPB. It sounds like they're trying to get rid of this. And for those of you who don't know what the CFPB is, this is the company that oversees the credit bureaus. So the credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, they're not the government. They're not government agency whatsoever. They're private companies. You can report whatever you want to them. That's another reason you can kind of get shit off your credit report, because it's not illegal. They're not the government. They're just a company. Like they're just it's like lying to a car dealership. Like there's no law against that. You know what I mean? It's not legal documentation. It's a fucking credit report. So the company that oversees them is the CFPB. The CFPB is government agency, which is why they can put their foot in their ass and make them like actually reply to you. If you actually dispute with the credit bureaus and then you hit the CFPB and like tell them, hey, I have an issue with this company, and it's like, what company? You say Equifax, and then you say Experian, then you say TransUnion or another one. Then they will make sure those companies respond to you within 30 days, and they usually respond to 15 days or less. But the CFPB will make them acknowledge your dispute, make them acknowledge your complaint. So that's why they're so important. So if they get rid of the CFPB, it probably is going to become harder to do credit repair this way or get things off your credit report this way. It's probably going to become more difficult, but there's always going to be a way. Like there's always going to be loopholes. But yeah, I would say try to do this sooner than later. Also, I am going to tell you all the documents that you're going to need to have when you submit. Once you submit your complaint to the CFPB and all of that, all the documents, I could be forgetting one, but I really don't think I am. Double check as anything, right, on the internet or with credit repair. Double check, triple check. But I'm giving y'all some good ass free sauce in this video. Like and subscribe. Just stay focused. But you want to screenshot the data. You want to screenshot the Equifax data breach, right? So let's start from the jump. These are going to be all the documents that you need to do this method to remove collections from your Equifax credit report without paying. Here's all the things after you go onto all those websites. Here are all the documents you should have when you do your final upload. You should have the screenshot from the data breach settlement website, which has which says, hey, you were affected by the data breach. You're going to have the affidavit of truth, which you got from annualcreditreport.com. You just filled in your information. You're gonna reference the consumer law that makes this possible. You're gonna screenshot that and send it over to them, and I showed you guys that too. You're gonna have your FTC report from identitytheft.gov. You're gonna have that in there. You're gonna do a written statement, which literally you can just write a statement. You can look up written statements. You can go on ChatGPT or like whatever you want to do. But basically, just a written statement saying, "Hey, I am this person. Here's why I'm writing this statement to say my identity was stolen. Please remove these things from my credit report. I attached, this, and this, to prove that it's me." And that's going to be the final thing, right? When you submit the CFPB complaint, you're going to attach some documents like your identity card, your social security card, attach proof of address. Like a lot of people say utility bill works. You can do like a bank statement, but I think utility bill is probably the best way to do it. And you attach that as well, so there's no disputing. Oh, was this you or was it somebody else? Like they can't they can't dispute based on your they can't what's the word, they can't block it based on your identity, because if they're like, oh, we don't even know this is you, so you always send your identification, so there's no fucking margin for error. So you're like, no, I know that that's him disputing it, and you send all those documents in the CFPB complaint, and you'll get a response within like a day from the CFPB. Say, hey, the company has responded, they're working on your issue, and then 4 days later you might have something removed. It might be 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. I don't know, but yeah, this is a genuine method. I won't say it's a perfect method, because I've seen it. What I've seen with my own two eyes is it working for Equifax. I've heard some people say that you do this, it's possible that a collection can get re-added later on. I've never seen that happen, but I'm not going to say it's impossible. Plus, if you were actually in the Equifax data breach, that's legitimate grounds to get negative shit removed from your credit report. So yeah, that is a very real method. Like I said, I'm not gonna do the full hand holding, clicking through every single website, telling you what to click, what to type on everything. Look that shit up if you want to find it, or run up the views on this video and on my channel, like and subscribe. Make it worth my time, because that takes a lot of time and effort. This video would be 3 or 4 times longer than this if I did all of that. I don't have a problem doing all that, but my time is a little more valuable. But yeah, so if any of y'all didn't know that, it is very possible to just remove collections from your credit report without paying them. Do it absolutely for free. Would I recommend you running up a bunch of collections and just trying to wipe them off every time? No. Sometimes this shit takes time. Like I said, sometimes it takes up to 30 days. In my experience, it takes about 3 weeks. But yeah, you don't want to keep doing this and hoping after 30 days it works, because what if it doesn't? What if you try another method? Like I said, there's a method to get things removed from your Experian credit report. I might make a video about that next. There's a method for TransUnion. There's methods for all three. But nothing in credit repair and building, nothing is 100% guaranteed. So figure out what methods work for you, and then run with those methods. And then once you get all the negatives and derogatories off your credit report, you should be building your credit positively now. Fuck waiting. You should be right now, even if you have a 500 credit score, 5 collections, whatever you have, you should still be adding positive accounts, because time is such a big factor in credit. And you can't really fake time. You can add a trade line, but that's temporary. So you want to start adding positives now, and then once you get the negatives off, your score is just gonna shoot the fuck up to like 700. So yeah, you wanna do a method like this, and while you're waiting for the results, add some positive trade lines, add some rent reporting, add some fucking kickoff, add self add, whatever positive trade lines you want. You should have at least one credit card no matter what. But yeah, get your credit right, man. Get your credit right, and then make some moves, make some plays. Start a business if you want to, or just live a better life, or just live a luxurious life. Live somewhere like here, this nice little resort we got. Like again, I'm always gonna have the background looking nice, looking luxury. Sometimes I'm gonna have it looking futuristic. Just because when you're watching my content, I want you to always be thinking about the future. I want you to always be thinking about having a nice life, living luxury, because we all deserve to live like this. We all deserve to be in places like this. And one day I'm gonna start making videos from places like this, and just to show y'all and tell y'all the shit that I'm saying, my methods, the things that I'm telling y'all is true, it's real. And go out there and get this money, man. We don't need to, like, money's not real anyway. We don't need to live like we're in poverty no more. Them days is over. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all stay safe, like and subscribe. Have a good one.